Hey guys, Marshall with Marshall Law Morphs and my boy Saltine here. Beautiful little albino guy. Anyway, today I wanted to do real quick, I wanted to talk to you guys about doing what's right. Those of you who know me, you know that here in my hometown there was, and I stress was, an all-out ban on snakes. Now obviously obviously I didn't feel that was right. So what I did is pretty simple and straightforward. What I did was last summer I just simply attended a city council meeting. Every city council meeting you have an opportunity to bring up any issues that you're concerned with. I stood in front of city council. The first thing that I asked them, I said, how many of you are aware that there is an all-out snake ban? And 7 council members, not one single person on that board, knew that there was this ban in place. After I gave my little presentation, spoke with them, the mayor, he decided, he put together a special committee. It was called an ad hoc committee. I was assigned, I was placed on that committee, and in the committee we were charged with simply discussing the prohibited animals list and present a recommendation to the council to vote on. Now, those of you who have ever dealt with government, city officials and things like that, it's an excruciatingly, painfully slow process. The ad hoc committee that I was on, we met for a total of 4 months discussing the prohibited animal list. Things that we discussed, obviously we discussed snakes, we discussed the ban that we have here on pit bulls, and there was also a group that wanted to discuss backyard hens and such. In those meetings, I remember one evening in particular, we were discussing the snakes, and there was a gentleman standing in the back of the room, and when he got his opportunity to speak, it was pretty quick. He just stepped up, he looked me directly in the eye, and he pointed. He's like, if you want snakes, get out of town. Nobody asked you to be here. Whoa. that took me back a little bit. It was difficult at first to kind of maintain composure, but when I thought about it, I looked back at him and I said, you know what, you're right. A lot of people don't like snakes. This person may not like snakes, that person may not like snakes. I get it. You know, if I were in the majority of those people out there that enjoy reptiles, I'd be shocked, honestly. I mean, as a reptile keeper, we are in the minority many times, except when in Tinley. But I looked at him and I said, listen, you know, when it comes right down to it, it's not an issue about whether or not I can have a snake. The issue at hand here is the fact that this animal is not a danger to the community, it's not a nuisance to the community, and it's not a health risk to the community. That being said, who are you to tell me what I can have and what I cannot have in the privacy of my own home? That's the real issue here. Not about snakes. It's about my freedom. And when I said that, I literally, you could hear crickets. You know, because I think at that moment it kind of clicked with people, and they're like, okay, he's got a point. And so several months later, we'll fast forward here to March of 2018. March 5th, there was a final reading of an ordinance amending the snake law here in Minot. And now it's been a victory for me. I got the prohibited snake law amended, and that's why I say it was a victory for me, yet it was kind of a loss, because in the ordinance we're still no longer to keep reticulated pythons, Burmese pythons, anacondas, and what the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service defines as an injurious snake. But other than that, and obviously venomous. But any other snake is now allowed within the city limits, you know. And I can't thank people like Phil Goss enough. He worked with me throughout this process, and I mean, and I've had the support of people here in the community. I've had the support of my friends within the reptile hobby, and it's just been, it's been an incredible ride. And honestly, I don't like to talk about it too much, because I don't feel like, you know, I was doing anything that was out of the ordinary. I was just doing what I felt was right. And you know, it's been a very humbling experience, and I, you know, like I said, I can't thank the people around me enough. They helped me get through a lot of these just irritating times in dealing with this, and it's been an incredible ride, and it's been a lot of fun. But yeah, it's been a tough one at the same time. And that's what I wanted to kind of get back when I mentioned doing the right thing. Guys, when you feel strongly about something and you feel that you're doing the right thing, don't give up. You know, don't ever give up on what you feel is right. I know I skipped over a lot of things that happened over the course of a year, but you know, I always kind of promised myself that I was going to make these videos, I was going to make them short and to the point. But as always, like, share, comment, subscribe, ding that little bell, all that good stuff, and we'll see you real soon.